There we go. Hello, everybody. We're going to start today with a joke. What did the drummer call his twin daughters? And a one and a two. You get it? And a one and a two and a three and a. Okay, that's a good musician joke. We're going to turn it over to Mr. Averill to begin today.
Nice to see all of you. You know, I laugh every time I say that. I've watched some of these videos, and every time I say, it's nice to see you. I wish I could see you. We're going to start with Doe a Deer today. I'm going to go ahead and play it once through just to remind you how it goes. Any of you that have already worked on this and are ready, please feel free to join me.
Can you hold on for just a minute? Resume recording. Okay, we're back.
Okay. So this is the cello part for Doe a Deer. Join me if you wish. One, two, three, four. All right. And now at this time, if it's okay with Ms Stingle, we could have the bass part play theirs. And the music will be displayed, I believe, on the video.
Yes. Hi, everybody. So here we go. One, two, three, four.
Very good. Thank you so much for doing that. There is one section I know for the cellos, and I also know for the basses is very tricky on this piece. And first I'll be starting with the cellos, and it's really the last two bars of the piece. Have you say or sing the last two bars with me. This is the cello part. 4, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 8, 4. It's just a little bit tricky. It's even harder for the basses. And I'll let Ms. Stingle share the fingering that she used for that in a moment. Do it one more time. 4, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 8, 4. Once with me, cellos. 3, 4. Ms. Stingle, if you could share the fingerings, that would be great.
Yeah. And for the basses at the end, so the second to last measure, I know, Mr. Evie, can you point at that D half note? The fourth finger here. We're going to stay in that same position, 4, 2, and then we're going back to first position, 4, open G, and then we're going to use second finger C sharp like we did, earlier in this line. Second finger C sharp, And then you can actually play this A with the fourth finger on the D string, straight across from the D. I don't know if Mr. Eby, you can show me for a second.
Can you pin her video?
That very last measure is open G, second finger C sharp, and then fourth finger on the D string. And then the last note is straight across. That's the trickiest part. Open G. Oh, wait a minute, I've forgotten. C sharp. So try to use what you learned earlier in that line in the very last measure.
Great, great. Am I back on? Oh, I am. Okay. Just very quickly, it's a little early to go through the entire piece of Old Betsy from Pike, but I think for today, I will go through the fingering for the cello, and I will sing it for you. I did that, I think, yesterday, and then I'll play it once through, and maybe Ms Stingle can play the bass part, because the basses haven't seen the fingering for this piece. So I'm going to sing it first. D, D, 3, A, 4, 1, 1, D, D, D. D, D, 3, A, 4, 4, 4, 3, A, A, 4, 4, 4, 3, A, 3, 4, A, 1, A. 3, 3, 3, A, 4, 1, 1, D, D.
Yay, I got it at the last measure. Do it again.
Oh, good. And I think one of the previous lessons, we actually practiced this pizzicato. Today I'm going to apply the bow, and you'll need to do quite a bit of personal work on reading your slurs in the music and making sure that your bow is going the correct direction. I think it would be very smart for you with a pencil to go through and put in more bowings in the part. Best way to do that is to start at the beginning. You'll see that the up is marked. You'll see the next two notes are marked with a down bow. And I'm sure almost all of you could guess that the next note, that A, should be an up bow because it's the only other direction we have. And there's no indication that we're supposed to go down. So it will be up, followed by the down bow. The next note would be up bow. So if you could go from the beginning, you have to think this out in your head and write in some of these additional bowings. It may be very helpful when it comes time for you to practice each measure by yourself. So here it is with the bow, starting up bow. I like to start somewhere about the middle of the bow for this up bow. 1, 2. Thank you. Maybe Ms Stingle could play the same piece on the bass so that the basses could see how it's played.
In basses, we're going to use some of the same fingerings that we use from Do a Deer when we get up to the D here and the C sharp there, okay? Mr. Eby, do we have bass music for this, or should I be reading off the cello?
We do. If you give me just a second, I will get it for you.
Thank you. Hey, bass players. C sharp second finger, D. A, C sharp, D. And bass ways, you can simply, when we get to this part of the video, you can simply pause it to look at the music longer. So here we go. 1, 2. Shifting back.
Thank you. Mr. Evie, I think it's your turn.
All right, everybody. So, how did Darth Vader know what Luke got him for Christmas? He felt his presence. All right, there's a disturbance in the force. Here we go. So, we're going to be reviewing Go Talent, Rhody, and Allegro. So, we've been talking about hope and sunshine, and today we're going to combine those both. So you're going to combine the awareness of that positive feeling in your heart with the sunshine. That's such a glorious day today. So that you can hear your tone of your sound. And if your sound does not feel like the sunshine and does not feel like hope, then what you need to do is you check things. You check, is my bow tight enough? Is it too tight? Do I have enough rosin? Do I have too much rosin maybe? Is my cello in tune? Am I putting the fingers on? And lastly, am I using the bow correctly? Oftentimes, if your hand is like this, it's not going to sound really good. So shake your bow hand out, pour out the water, bring in the bow hand, second finger on silver, thumb on the bump, flip it straight up in the air, and keep that nice and cozy there. I'm sorry, I should be pinned. Okay, here we go. So here we go. We're going to be doing Allegro first. D, D, A, B, C sharp, D, B, A. With your heart full of joy or whatever it happens to be, find that positive aspect. Just imagine sunshine and that works. And your sound filled with sunshine. 2, ready, go. Lift. Now smooth. Here comes the fermata, or hold, or bird's eye, and you can hold it out with intention for as long as you will like. Now, I'm sure some of you heard that squeak. What that was is one of the harmonics back behind your fingers. Because as you're playing on the D string, sometimes you're going to hit with the bow on the A string, and if there's a finger there, it's going to hit that. It's going to sound like a squeak, but really it's just a friendly harmonic saying, oh, yeah, you want to play me? Okay, I'll play. So if that happens, don't react. Don't go like, ah, it's horrible. Just say, oh, hello, harmonic. How nice to have you with me as we go here. Next is Go Tell and Rhody with the same, with that same feeling. So I'm going to turn my metronome on. again so we can practice playing this with the metronome so that we can make our combined video in a few weeks. I have to wait for a new computer to come that has the power to make these videos, because right now I'm working on ancient technology. Okay, so here I got my pro metronome on. I'm gonna pretend I'm Darth Vader here and put my, feel like, there we go. 1, 2, go talent, Rhody. Thank you. Now, I also want to do that with Ms Stingle leading, so that so she's going to play the bass part, and I'm going to finger along with the cello part. So she's going to lead, and I'm going to follow.
Okay, so we'll start with a strong fourth finger F sharp basses. 1, 2, ready, and.
All right, everybody. Beautiful. So we will see you next week, and we hope you have a wonderful weekend. Practice all of these parts, review the others, and offer concerts for your family. That's the best thing that you can do. Keep your cellos and basses in a safe place, but keep them unpacked. I think it would be, if you can find a safe place to keep them unpacked, it's a lot easier to just, oh, there's my cello, I think I'm going to play it, rather than, I'd like to play my cello, but it's in this case, and I don't feel like dealing with my case right now. So find a safe place for it and keep playing. Okay. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks.
Take care.
Okay, bye, everybody.